Hello and welcome to this week's Mystical Soul reading. So I've actually just done our event for Soul Alchemy Potions, which was the new moon in Virgo. Let me just pop this up here so you guys can see what we just did. So I've just come straight out of the meditation aspect of this, which was so lovely. So it just feels so calm, so peaceful. So I've just had our Soul Tribe event. The activation one we did a couple of days ago as well. So it's been a really beautiful week for meditation, getting a lot of internal guidance around meditation for this month in particular. But if you do want to come to our next masterclass, the best way to do it is to come on into the Soul Alchemy Potions website, and you will also see down the bottom where you can purchase different potions, and you'll even see there is the shop section as well where there is the complete bundle. So yeah, lots of different things to check out over there. It's much cheaper to buy in a bundle, and you do get sent a free ticket to join our online events. And I will show you the potion in a moment that gets you through for this week. But yeah, if you head on over to solreta.com, you'll see where I also have different readings available. The discount code that you see on the screen, LOVE, is actually for the Psychic Tarot's couple session, which I launched, I think it was the start of this month. We reactivated that because I did do them quite a while ago. They go for 2 hours, so it's a long reading. And this is for a beautiful couple, and we see the energies and the auras together, as well as look into soul mission and information and any questions you guys might have too. And I just want to say thank you so much for the love and just the gratitude and things I've been receiving from beautiful people with my YouTube channel and our gorgeous Soul Tribe community. My heart just really feels so full. And so I just want to say thank you for that. And so we have just walked through the portal. We're still within it for the new moon in Virgo, which was also a solar eclipse. It's our spring equinox over here. And for you guys, it'll be fall starting in the Northern Hemisphere. So happy equinox. And Vision Quest is the potion that I'm also drinking today, as well as working with for this week. For me, Vision Quest just feels so perfect for, we're in this space of still kind of planting the seeds and kind of a dreaminess. And the crystal I'm working with is this beautiful generator. So it is a clear quartz. This is one I've had for, gosh, over 20 years now. It's got a beautiful rainbow in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, let me know what crystal you guys are working with for this week. We were just working with malachite and crystal cola as part of our new moon event. So let's get into some of the astrology, and we'll have a look into the tarot as well and see what Spirit says. So this week we have the powerful eclipse, which was the solar eclipse, and that was on Virgo 21st, which is, for some of you, happening right now, and a rare and potential new beginning in the very last degree of the sign of Virgo. So this is like a doorway, and it's another opening at the same time. So it's like one door closing, the other door opening. So we're sort of in this in-between state, or in this state of flux. So really important what it is that you're putting out into the quantum right now. So it's asking us to release old patterns around work, health, daily structure, so that we can step into greater alignment. The eclipse also highlights where we need to have more responsibility around self-care, boundaries, and where we need to sort of put more attention in our life as well. So while this is also the opening space for new routines that truly support body, mind, and spirit, even if we're not sort of sure of our path as well. So definitely trusting in this and knowing that it is a turning point that's guiding us towards growth, deeper alignment with our purpose. So as the moon will shift a little bit later on in this week into Libra, this will bring balance and harmony, and relationships will sort of take more of a center stage in our lives. And by September 22nd, which is tomorrow, for some of you, today for me, both Sun and Mars also will change signs, ushering in fresh waves of energy. The Sun in Libra shines a light of cooperation, beauty, and connection, while Mars, driving into Scorpio, ignites focus, determination, and the desire for transformation as well. So the days that follow bringing moments of uncertainty, especially around the 23rd. And I know collectively a lot of people are talking about that date too. So this will be when illusions and confusions may blur clarity. So I know this is something that Jake and I are going to talk about on one of the hypnosis episodes that we're about to release to you guys too, about watching out for distraction, for things being broadcast to us. And yeah, definitely being careful around anything that feels uncertain. You need to come into trust and feel into your own somatic nervous system first. So with this, definitely breathwork is really good for this. So let me just reread that. So while Mars diving into Scorpio ignites focused determination and the desire to transform, these days will follow and bring moments of uncertainty, especially around September 23rd. So this is when illusions and confusions may blur clarity. By midweek, breakthroughs arrive, and Uranus and Pluto help us to see things differently, shedding light on what no longer serves us as well. So this week is a week of endings and beginnings. So if we think about the universe on the world card, it's a perfect card to represent this sort of flow and structure. So this will bring clarity and mystery, discipline and surrender. So it will move so just moving gently with this, really listening to your intuition, listening to your gut, listening to your heart, staying open to insights that arise. And also there was the download around when I was writing this around feeling into what it is that your higher self is saying, because we are likely to be bombarded this week by a lot of programming. So just really feeling into what is it that your heart wants, what is it that your body is saying, even in the midst of chaos and things. How do you feel? What is your truth that's coming out? So the eclipse is shifting the ground beneath us, which is setting the tone for months to become. So over the next 6 months, we'll see the effects of this eclipse too. So let's have a look into the cards and see what is coming up. Sorry, guys, I've got a Apple pop-up thing popping up on my laptop. Okay, so a few cards. I have 5 cards just here on my desk, so we will feel into them. I think I said fill. Still coming out that dreaminess of meditation. Okay. So what I feel with this, it's interesting. Even though I can feel like different things under the cards, there's this divine stillness that's coming from within. And they're giving me the words touch peace. So as much as you can, touch peace and touch divine stillness this week. So any kind of like external chaos is the word coming up. Keep touching internal peace. So keep coming back to self. So each time we see something outwardly, or there's maybe a discussion, or, people bringing up certain things, or even, people trying to instigate different things or project onto you, or even sort of, take things out mood wise, internal peace is the word that keeps coming up. So with this, I'm also getting this feeling of float, not flight. And what they're saying with this is sometimes we can tap into fight or flight as a bit of a fear response or a trauma response. Spirit's giving me the word override and float. So where we might have essentially run or been in this position of, okay, I feel like running away from like that emotion or that heaviness or that awkward situation, float. And this is all about cultivating that inner peace within. So let me flip these cards over. And this is interesting. We have the Knight of Wands, which we just had come up in my Soul Tribe gathering. So this for me, this is, most readers will say it's sort of like, the start of the flames burning, or it's this energy of, I feel so inspired, I'm going to like do this and do that and have all these new ideas. So for me, this really represents where we need to find our pace with it. It's not just about sort of being flighty or, willy-nilly trying to do something knowing that we won't really ground it and anchor it. So to me, this is looking at the subconscious belief systems behind these seeds and things that we're planting at the moment. We see the card of virtue. And what's interesting is when I did a little collective read this morning, these 2 cards actually came out together. So let me just pop that one down. So the virtue card and the 8 of Wands. And I was just telling my little Soul Tribe group on the Soul Alchemy Potions event that this is this energy of being in alignment with God and this energy of being in alignment with higher self when we're met with a world of duality. So where we're met with a world of it's either this or that, or, fear porn type energy. don't let it spiral you into a compass, which is 8 of Wands energy. This is Mercury and Sagittarius. This is an energy and invitation to elevate and quantum jump. If we don't and we stay lost in that confusion or misdirection, what might end up happening is a reverse into 2 of Wands. So we want to stay in this heightened space of 3 of Wands virtue energy, where we have that energy of God that's really guiding us, and this strong sense of our intuition guiding us as well. So really paying attention to your intuition at the moment. Do not let yourself be thrown off guard. And we have a Prince of Disc who also came up in our new moon event. So Prince of Disc is more manifesting from the 5D sense, not really trying to shift and change things as much on the earth, even though we can still take inspired action because it is Taurus energy. We see here this beautiful sphere, which is more talking about the 5D, and the cube, which is the 3D. So all of this chi prana energy behind it, we're putting that out there on the 5D so that the 3D is much easier to be in touch with. So I'm just getting guided to the right away. I don't think we've used this deck for a little bit on this show. So we have abundance. We have 2 of Wands. We also have the 6 of Swords. We have the Page of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups, and we have the Justice card. This is very interesting energy. So a lot of what was coming up in our beautiful new moon tribe event was talking about the witches and talking about like the witch wounds and things of that sort of nature. I tend to see the 3 of Cups related to the witches and the witches reuniting, and it felt like a little bit of a witchy revival. By the way, I've also now, I have wholesale as an option. Let me just bring up this little pic that I created. Gosh, I'm going to have to find where it is. So I just announced last night on Facebook and where was it? On YouTube and Instagram that I have actually started. Oh, I might not be able to bring it up on here. But if you guys are following me over there, you'll be able to see that I actually have the Soul Alchemy Potions is now available for retail if you live in Australia. So with that means it can now go into health food shops and things of that sort of nature. So really excited to share the magic with you guys in that way. So anyway, a bit about the witches being a little bit more out there. Anyway, so 3 of Disc and the 2 of Cups. So I do feel what sometimes you might have invested in, there's an energy of revision, or perhaps like walking away or choosing to go in a different direction from things that you thought that you may have been manifesting, or there may be like a build on into a new direction as well for some of you. But I'm really getting the word alignment come up very, very strongly, even with some of the meditations I've written lately. I really feel that it can't just be a situation of something that feels like half-hearted. So Page of Cups is sometimes like where we're not getting like full heart energy activated, or we're not getting someone really meet us on that level that we need. So 8 of Cups, this is walking away, sort of cutting our losses. Interesting that we have eclipse energy come up within the reading. We see here with the sun and moon. But 8 of Cups is Saturn, which is about constriction, control, corporation, different things, and it's Pisces energy. So where have we got stagnancy? Where are things not perhaps flowing? Where do we need to, and remember, this is also the adjustment card in the other deck. So where do we need to adjust, or where is there sort of justice? So I feel many of you are walking away. If I look into it through the tone of love, I do see some relationships just needing, like, they've either been able to tweak it and show some improvement and some growth over this last little eclipse season that we've been in, and some of the other planetary stuff going on for the last 6 months, or we're sort of seeing where it's like, okay, do we need to like revise things? So let me go a little bit deeper just in regards to relationship energy and see what comes up. So we have 5 of Coins, the World card. So many of you are done in this state and flux of worry, or even depression and sadness that sometimes this energy can bring. We have the World card, which is knowing that we're moving on for something better for some people. And we've got Page of Swords and Four of Cups. So perhaps having a conversation around where your needs have not been met, or where perhaps the other person has not heard you. What we're also seeing with the Four of Cups too is that sometimes there's something that we can't see yet that's waiting in alignment for future. So with that, we have a Five of Cups and we have the Nine of Cups, or sorry, Nine of Coins. So we don't want to be in this situation of disappointment, grief, despair, relationship drama when there's like new opportunities and parties and amazing things to go out to with Nine of Coins, which is Venus and Virgo. So if we're trying to weigh up a Five of Cups between a Nine of Coins, in my mind, there's no question that Nine of Coins would be a much better energy to be in. This is also looking at patterns and things that we're dwelling on or repeating as well. So I'm just asking for advice around this. And what we have is interesting. We have the Death card, and we then have Three of Wands come up. So we're definitely in a Three of Wands energy for this week. So with the Death card, this has a lot of sort of Scorpio, Pluto energy around it. It's also the card of like rebirth and Phoenix energy. So it's not that the ending is the ending. It's actually the beginning of something that's more aligned for you. And the Hangman coming in is also sometimes like where we're asked or we're being shown enlightened or illuminated thinking. So it's not to look at it from the point of despair and grief. It's really to look at it the first day of the rest of your life, is the way that Spirit is assisting and working. And that doesn't just apply to relationships, that might be jobs and things as well. But that was just sort of where Spirit was guiding me to dig a little deeper. And of course, if you guys want to explore things in a one-on-one session, come on over to solreta.com. I have all the sessions available there. And I would love to explore people, places, things, jobs, relationships, whatever it is for you guys. So our advice for navigating this week, we've got a Knight of Teacups. So this is not like full-fledged emotional investment around relationship energy. This is Knight of Cups with the Four of Discs. So Knight of Cups is like, still kind of having your guard up a bit, but like testing the waters. And this is around that Four of Teacups opportunity that we talked about. So for me, Four of Cups as well is about like nurturing, looking after yourself, or knowing where you haven't. And it's time to invest in that. It's also known as a card of luxury in the other deck. But yeah, the Four Cups, usually we'll see the three at the front, the other cups at the back with the hand of God. And it's something we haven't necessarily thought of or looked at. So expand your horizons this week, not just with relationships, but start to feel into things. And we've got the Justice card again. So there might be, if we go back to relationships, Spirit keeps doubling back to relationships for some of you guys. So with the Justice card too, it might be that maybe some people will not learn, and you can go about, holding this energy, or, helping try and get someone to drag up to the next level, because sometimes we can fall in love with people's potential as well. So we're just sort of seeing with this is more about looking at things in what they're showing you in the 3D. And it's more about like where you're investing your energy. We've got a Nine of Swords, which is the card of cruelty as well. So it definitely feels that it's time to close those doors to those sort of situations. Let me just see for the collective for the rest of the week energy. Oh, we have the card of mystery, Nine of Cups, tapping into hope, into happiness, overflow. This is flow that comes in from the spiritual world and enters ours. So it's a lot of putting your wishes out and being open to receiving. We've got the Three of Swords with this too. So, and the King of Teacups. So with this Three of Swords, it's time to release hurt. It's time to release things that have happened that maybe were not exactly ideal. And we also have the King of Teacups. So I do feel that there are better people, better places, better situations that are waiting for some of you. On the other side, we've got an Ace of Wands, which is one of flowers in this deck as well. So it's not enough to sort of just state what it is that we want and stay in situations that are not in alignment with that, because there are better places and situations that are coming into alignment. So Ace of Wands, this is really we need to be in a space with the Three of Wands that's come up a couple of times with God, higher self. It's like if we're asking for something, we can't keep closing the door if something new is coming up. So sometimes it's about being uncomfortable with change momentarily, like the Four of Cups energy. We need to sometimes like feel into what it is that we can't see, or sometimes with the Page of Cups to feel in and explore what it might feel like for new things. So for some of you, I do feel that there is like dipping your foot in the water, just getting adjusted or kind of feeling into that. Let me also go to the Star Tarot, see if there's anything else that they want to bring up for our beautiful Soul Tribe collective for this week. We've got a Six of Swords. We're definitely working towards higher timelines, but we are also ending things. Oh my gosh, third time today in this reading. I've had it come up 2 other times today as well. So Three of Wands, the Virtue card, transformation. So what we're seeing is consciously actually stepping away from any of the old warrior wounds. And especially for my beautiful light workers out there as well. So 10 of Swords, it's known as a card of ruin, but it's usually the heart is not ruined. So we might feel like there's emotional damage or trauma and things that we need to come over, but the heart is never truly destroyed. So with this coming back into alignment with higher self, and we're starting a brand new journey. So it looks like we're doing a bit of journey work this week. Also, just wanted to give you the heads up on what I was getting downloads around with the intuition, which was just to really be like sharp and aware. And remember that with psyops and things too, usually they will have words of repeat. So you'll hear the same thing, the same story over and over again. If things are being broadcast on whether it's mainstream or other things. So I just want to sort of put that, that thought out. Not saying that anything is happening this week, but there's a lot of sort of rapture talk, a lot of other talk to do with the asteroid and, financial resets and movies pointing to September 23rd, things of that sort of nature. I just want to say, stay calm and stay floating in that state of peace, like Spirit told us at the start. So make sure to look out for a few interviews that I've got this week, one with Yana and the girls over at the Higher Soul podcast or Your Soul podcast. So I can't wait to be on that with the girls tomorrow. And also Jake and I will be releasing another hypnosis, which might explain a little bit about what I'm kind of talking about today too. So anything that you need is in the description box below, whether it is a potion or whether you want to book a reading with me. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye.